as you look around. Snow! Woo! Snow! Yeah! So, my apologies for no videos last couple of days. Mother Nature has decided against it. But I'm out today, here walking, here walking with you. So, what should we talk about? Well, I thought I have a couple of ideas, tips, you might say, for those of you who are looking to get a little healthier and are, let's call it abundant, like me, fluffy, if you will. So some easy things to get started. Number one is physical activity. The doctors, all the doctors I've talked to have said minimum is 30 minutes of physical activity a day. And you can break that down into intervals, like 3 10-minute, 6 5-minute, you know, however you want to do the math. But 30 minutes isn't that bad. And honestly, for me, you know, with being bombarded by all those people saying, oh, do this, that, and the third, exercise, fat, or, you know, take these fat pills that give you the oily discharge and all that fun stuff. That's, you don't need to go that far. And who wants oily discharge? Am I right? Of course I'm right. Nobody wants oily discharge, believe me. So what I did is something simple. I just started walking, as you see here. You know, I just walk around, and when I started, I did as far as I could. And for big guys like us, it's basically walk until you get tired, and in there, take a lot of rests, drink a lot of fluids. I've got a gallon of water with me, and when I first started, I'd get, say a couple of 100 feet and then sit down. Then a couple of 100 more feet, then sit down. Now, I can easily walk 1.5 miles, 2 miles without having to take a break, with the total being 3 to 5. You just keep walking, you just build up a little more. Now, I know that for some folks, even walking is a bit challenging. Well, with that I say, just do what you can. If you can walk a little bit, walk around the house, you know. Do a couple of laps around the kitchen, around the living room. You know, stand up and sit down a few times. Just bob along to some music. That's the other exercise I do when it's too cold. When I'm not walking, I'm in my house, I put on my favorite songs, and I just dance, you know. By the way, just as a heads up, there might be video of that coming. Anyway, so tip 2 is about eating. And I know there is an absolutely ridiculous amount of diets out there, you know, and all of them work for some people, you know. My big thing, the thing that I know worked for me, is just less portions, you know, smaller portions. Eating less food, because I went from being a guy who could just absolutely crush it, I mean, just kill a buffet, to, you know, one plate. Simple stuff. You know, and it's all, along with eating less, it's about eating a bit smarter, you know, more veggies, more fruit, less cake. You know, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's hard. For people with sweet tooths, or for anybody, especially for us emotional eaters, it's tough. Really tough, double tough. But it's not about deprivation. You can't, it's really hard to be like, you know what, no cake ever again. No cake, boom. For me, it's been about, you know, instead of cake, have an apple. And if you do have cake, have one slice, not all the slices. You know what I mean? So with eating, it's also a matter of baby steps. You know, when this diet that I started, they eased me back gently. First it was, you know, just eat smaller portions. Then it was start weaning yourself off rice. Then weaning yourself off pasta. You know, and making better choices. More leafy greens. Less bread. You know, baby steps. That's what makes it easy, is taking it real easy. I know a lot of people are like, oh, let's lose 30 pounds in 6 weeks and eat only these gross protein shakes and stuff. You're not going to hold on to that. You gotta ease into it. You gotta be in this for the long haul. Now the third and probably most difficult trick I have for most people is forgiveness. What do you mean forgiveness, Rev? What do you mean? Well, what I mean is, it is in our nature as human beings to fail, to falter, to mess up. It's gonna happen. It is. And what is hard, as I've noticed for a lot of people in their diets, is to have a bad day, you know. Oh geez, I ate 4 slices of pizza, or oh man, I had that pie, I failed at dieting, I'm no good. And then they give up. They're like, well, it's simply not in the cards. Bump it. I will be a fat slob forever. I will die at 35, and I will drown it in bacon. What I'm getting at is, you have to be able to forgive yourself, you know? You have to be able to go, you know what, I had a bad day today. I ate that cake, I ate that pie. Little Debbie is a foul temptress, and she caught me again. And then just do better tomorrow. You know, just say, okay, bad day, good day tomorrow. I'm gonna do better. And then you do better. You just get out there and you do better. So those are 3 things to help you get started. I hope they help you. I know they helped me. And I look forward to, oh geez, I almost forgot. You might notice that the format on here is a little different. It's because a very good friend of mine who wishes to remain anonymous got me a Geek Pro action camera. Now, I know I said Geek Pro, and I wasn't misnomering. It's a Geek Pro. It's basically a GoPro for those that can't quite afford an actual GoPro. But it works quite nice. I'm really excited to use it. I can't wait to see all the different stuff I can do with it as I carry it around and shoot a bunch of stuff. So, thank you to my good friend who got this for me. And with that, coming up on the end of my walk here, so thank you for walking with me. I hope you'll join me next time. Remember folks, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and please, please remember, keep the faith and keep smiling.